blasting Alice in Chains with the T-tops off in the spring, and it was a lot of fun. My name's Devin. I've been at Cambra for about 3 years now. I do probably 90% of what I do is all TIG welding. I do production TIG welding and some mild fabrication for basically whatever anybody needs around here.
Hi, my name is Eddie. I've been at Cambra Speed Shop for 3 years now. I pretty much work on just about anything that comes in as far as maintenance, repairs, modifications, electrical.
My name's Joe. I've been at Cambra for about 6 months now, and I'm a mechanic.
About 4 months before I got my license, I got a 92 Camaro 25th anniversary. This thing it had about 80,000 miles on it, bought it from the original owner. Clean, slow, but it was a lot of fun. It was the IROC style T-tops, and it was a good first car. I had a lot of fun in that car.
My first car was a 1991 Chevy S10 extended cab short bed. First vehicle I've ever learned how to rebuild an engine on. I drove that in my junior year of high school.
I had a 65 Nova as my first car. It was lowered to the ground, stock suspension on it, no drop or anything, but it was a couple inches off the ground. But now, did a little bit of work and it's a gasser now.
I think because that was my first car, I'd say that probably was my favorite car. And I got my license on my 16th birthday, and I probably spent 4 hours just driving up and down this country road in Washington, just blasting Alice in Chains with the T-tops off in the spring, and it was a lot of fun.
My favorite car so far has been my 71 C10 pickup. I've done everything from the ground up on that. In the shop here, we're doing a little bit of metal fab on it, body work and paint. Everything else has been done at home as far as chassis, engine, transmission, rear end, front suspension, ride tech, all that good stuff.
My favorite car is my 57 210 station wagon 4-door.
I've had a lot of worse cars. Off the top of my head, probably the worst car I ever had was my first step into an import scene. And it was a 93 Integra, and this guy had set it up for autocross, and it was a pile. It just leaked everything, had about 200,000 miles on it, and he swapped the motor. I got pulled over left and right. It was loud, and it rode like crap, and it was a nightmare. I really like when I can just kind of have my headphones in and just straight TIG welding all day, and it just kind of gets in the zone. It gets very relaxed, it's like a Zen state when I can just kind of zone out on, just welding all day.
Let's see, I mean, I pretty much enjoy just about anything as long as it has something to do with me physically working on the car. Anything aside from pushing cars around and cleaning, I love it.
My favorite part of the job is coming in, seeing all the bright smiles on everyone's faces, and working on some cool stuff.
My girlfriend and my 2 kids at home, they inspire me the most.
What inspires me is anything artistic, music, art, podcasts. I really kind of zone out on stuff like that. It's a lot of motivational stuff that comes from that as well. One being, my son is a huge motivation in my life now, and he was born just a couple months after I started working here, so he's been with me through this whole process, and that's been a huge inspiration for me.
What inspires me is I get to work on some nice cars and actually see them going down the road and people enjoying them.